Okay, this is the piece of MDF that we just used in the rubbing out segment, and I've shown you this in different places, but I'm going to show it to you here again. What I did is I took the same piece and I sanded it, this end of it, just with some 600 grit sandpaper, and this is a water-based finish. And all I'm doing, and I've explained this, is I'm just going to take some Def lacquer. Any good lacquer will do. And I've explained this, that this is a very, it doesn't have a lot of solids to it, meaning there's not a lot of lacquer in there. It's mostly just a lot of good, there's a good thinner in it. And what it kind of does is just kind of reflows it and adds a little bit of a finish to it. And we just kind of oftentimes refer to it as finishing the finish. Now this is a gloss. Is it going to give you as high a sheen as that rub finish we did? No, it's not. But it's going to be pretty close. I mean, it does a nice job. So again, and I sanded it with 600. Now the reason I went so fine was because I don't have a lot of solids here. And so it's not going to fill a heavy grit scratch. Again, I'm just using it to finish the finish. I'm just going to do a light wet coat. And we'll let it dry and see what we got. Now at the moment you see it, you can still see a little bit of pattern there, and you can see a little bit of orange peel and whatever. That's just because it hadn't flowed out. We'll just let it dry and flow out, and we'll come back and look at it in a little bit. All right, it hasn't completely dried, but it's kind of close enough to give you an idea. I probably could use another coat. But as you can see, we're not getting that crystal clear. We're over here. We're not getting that crystal clear. I mean, we've got a good sheen here, but we're not getting that crystal clear that we got when we rubbed it. But again, in a gloss, to get that, looks like a pool of oil thing, you just got to rub it. I mean, it just gives that pristine, but this feels good and it looks good. But, it's particularly effective in a semi-gloss, and in our case, our go-to finish, sheen, which is a satin. And it's just one of those little things that helps you out. Now, could you rub this? You can. But if you're going to do that with a spray can, put 2 or 3 coats, make sure you got a good smooth surface. Again, you're just finishing it off. And doing that, then what you'd come do is let it dry. And the problem with solvent base, particularly this, which is just a nitrocellulose lacquer, it needs to dry 2 or 3 weeks. It needs to dry really good. And just come back with some of the fine polishing compound and then glaze it, and you'd have a really nice finish. And again, we talked about that ghosting thing, and if you go through the finish, you'll see it in a water base. And if you do that, the only cure there is to top coat it. An alternative would be to put 2 or 3 coats of the spray can lacquer on there, polish it off, and be done. But again, rubbing a finish, make sure you got plenty of material on there. But this is just a neat little quick trick, particularly small items, whatever like that, just get in, get out, be done. It works pretty good. All right, overcoating. That's it.